Welcome back everybody, let's make a quick video shall we before everything kicks off in my house and I need to attend to all the children and rah rah rah. Anyway, less of that, more of this. Let's get on it shall we. So yesterday we kind of expected a pullback and we've got that pullback now. Pullback's not been too big though, but it's been big enough, so we hit our, and if you missed my video yesterday, we basically popped this pitchfork in. It looks like it's holding some significance to it, some decent relevance. We came up towards the top of this area here, bounced back down, rejected from it, broke down from the centre of it. So what I'm thinking is going to happen now is that we're going to come down to test this level down here. It's upwards facing, so but it doesn't mean the end of the world. You know, we're still having an upwards level of support, and if that breaks down, we also have this one, which is an upwards level of support on this pitchfork. But for the moment, because we've broken down beneath it, if we look at what happens since we've done that these last few times, we break down beneath the centre, we find our way down to the lower levels, break up above, down below the centre, come down to test the lower levels. We're coming down beneath the centre, we're probably going to come down to test the lower levels. Now the problem is, if we break out of this pitchfork to the down, then it's super bear. If we break up, out and up, it's a super bull. But for the moment we are trending within it and we're quite central to it, so it's going to make its decision if it wants to break down to the second level, which is down at this part here. Personally, it's a very difficult one to say, really. But I'm a bit more in favour of it going down in value a little bit more. For a few reasons. Yes, we've got golden crosses and they are definitely bullish, but you know, we had those here and we've had a bullish move. We need to consolidate from that now in order for the bullish move to continue. We still get to see the RSI, right? So the RSIs have been steadily moving up since, when was that? Around mid-December, okay? So getting higher highs, higher lows. Probably could put a nice trend line in there, to be honest with you. Let me just double check, let's just see if that, oh yeah, it's very nice, very, very nice. That's lovely. That's really nice. Okay, so a little cheap thrill for you there. So this cannot continue indefinitely. RSI obviously does get quite high at times, but is it ready to get really high right now? Well, this trend line will have to break at some point. It can't keep going up and up and up for eternity. It just can't do that. So my expectation is that it will break at some point soon, and when that does break, that'll be a good thing because it allows the price to come down, the RSI to reset, and a new mini cycle to begin. So I'm in favour of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general going down in value for the moment. Not a massive crash, we want to stay within this pitchfork, that'll be fine. A retracement from where we are right now to the bottom of the pitchfork would be, if it did it today, only a 5.5% retrace. Tomorrow it'll be less, it'll be more like 5 tomorrow, and you know, 4.5 the next day, and so on and so on. So you know, we do want to see that retrace. We want to see kind of sideways action with a bit of a move to the down, and we'd like to see preferably coming down to test the bottom of this guy here, and then we'll be looking at buying it back, because the likelihood is we've been in this pitchfork now for a period of time. We've got golden crosses, so it's looking quite good. I would expect that if we do, and when we do probably, but if we do touch the bottom of this pitchfork on the blue, it's time to buy back, and then we can ride it back up again. That will also be likely an indicator for the entire crypto market. So at the moment we're downwards trending. Alts will probably come down at a faster rate, most of them anyway. Some of them are showing a lot of strength in comparison to Bitcoin, others are having a bit of a cool-off period, which is what they needed. So that's my expectation of Bitcoin, to come down and test the bottom of the fork over the next couple of days. Won't do it today, we might do it in the next couple of days, and then buy it back at the bottom of the fork. So I can't give you any exact figures, unfortunately, because that level of support that is obviously trending to the up, so every day it's different. Okay, let's give you a rough estimate though, shall we? So if it did it today, the bottom level would be, it's quite a large drop there. It would be 9,250. Tomorrow it would be 9,340. Then the day after would be 9,400. So you get the idea. So we've still got a fair bit of a retracement to go, depending on when it does it. It depends on the support level, if you get what I mean. Ethereum clearly doing exactly the same thing. We've just got our golden cross now, so what I would say is that when this is ready to make that move, it's going to be bigger than the majority of the move that we've already had. So definitely a good time to be poised and ready to get back in on Ethereum. Personally, I sold all my Ethereum pretty close to the top of this move, So I'm looking to get in more or less at any point, considering that I love this coin. I think it's going to do extremely well this year. I think its biggest moves are yet to be had. So even buying it now wouldn't be such a bad idea. You'll definitely take a hit. But personally, I'd love to wait and see if it hits 200, which it could do. But given the fact that we've just got our golden cross on the daily forming now and being confirmed essentially as we speak, but definitely by tomorrow, you know, the move is ready and waiting. The only thing that we need to do is chill out on the RSI, really. Everything else is looking pretty good. We can't chill out for too long, though, so this needs to come down. So what I'd like to see would be a move down to something like 200, and then bounce quite dramatically from that 200, because we don't want to have negative crosses on the MACD. Not big steep ones anyway. So if we can get a small one, that's okay. If this takes a few days to chill out, that's fine. We'll probably get a cross on that MACD. That's not such a big deal because really we're not too overextended. We are quite high, but realistically we're not that high. But we are pretty high. It's more the RSI than anything, and it's the same with all these coins. They've all got very high RSI. XRP, pretty much the same deal as Ethereum, just not as bullish, so it's going to trend with the market. It's cooling off already, but that's because it's XRP and its moves haven't been as big and bold, even though we have had some big moves from it. Golden Cross is still quite a way off, so I'm not expecting any giant moves yet, but again, trending with the rest of the market is what I expect. So up and down, bit of sideways action, but generally going to come down with Bitcoin over these next couple of days. Matic then. So Matic is it's very difficult to actually trend with this one. Chart this one properly. Looks like it wants to come back down again. I'll probably say we'll first test to be around just below 2 cent or 2 cent exactly. We've already tested that from what I see today. So the 2 cent is holding up for the moment. Okay, so I'm not interested in buying Matic unless it's above 2 cent. It looks like a lot of people are with me on that one as well because it looks like the support is holding despite it retracing quite a large amount. How big was that retracement from there? 20%. That's a large retracement there. So again, I'm not interested in buying this under 2 cent. It might be tempting, but it doesn't signify strength to me. It needs to stay above 2 cent for me to be interested. So I'm not going to be buying this one until we confirm another uptrend above 2 cent. Looks like the MACD will get its cross if we carry on with this trajectory. So. This coin can make moves. As soon as I blink my eyes, there could be a move. So it's a difficult one to chart. But considering the market looks like it wants to go down and Bitcoin wants to go down, this is how it looks like to me. I'm not a financial advisor, so this isn't financial advice, but that's how it looks to me. It means to me that it's likely to break beneath 2 cent. There'll be a lot of buybacks coming up at that level. So definitely at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, the centre of the Bollinger Band, so that'll be about 1.8 cent, 1.9 cent. There'll be buybacks and there'll be bounces, but for me, I don't like to do that. I'm going to be going all in Ethereum. That's pretty much me done at that point. But Matic, could make those moves. Again, it's above 2 cent at the moment. We are finding support above 2 cent, but we are going to get this cross definitely. RSI is cooling off quite nicely, but at the same time, what it also means is that the price is plummeting also. So yes, there is opportunities to buy it and ride it up. Definitely is opportunities there. It's not the worst looking chart. We've got a long period of accumulation. This will be the first negative cross we've had on the MACD since we broke down over here in the beginning of December. So again, it's looking pretty good. This accumulation is good. If we can cool off down here and stay above the green 50 exponential moving average, then it is still good. Breaking down beneath there is not so good. So we need to stay above 1.8 cent really for this to continue to look good. But at the moment it's risky, and I'm not interested in buying it until this we confirm several times that 2 cent is definitely a healthy support. What I'd really like to see is when this green exponential moving averages gets above 2 cent, that's 2 levels of support there, strong support that would pretty much guarantee to me that we're not going to break down from there easily. Doesn't mean it wouldn't happen, it just means it wouldn't happen easily. So maybe that'll be my ticket in. And we do have a positive slope on the green exponential moving average, and this is no way to chart anything. It's just for me to give it a rough estimate time frame. we will be above 2 cents if we carry on in this trajectory. The 22nd of February, so it's not too far away, but it's still quite far, but it's not too far. Right, let's look at one. Harmony One pretty much doing exactly the same as Matic, so there's no difference in these two at the moment. Maybe Harmony's a little bit more, well, I would have said it would have been a bit more structurally sound, but we've had a bit of a breakdown now, haven't we, from this top to bottom, so let's measure that from top to bottom. So not quite as bad as Matic, but that's probably because we could out margin trade this one, and also because the volume is lower by quite a large amount than Matic. So still a relatively nasty retracement there, staying above the itchy cloud, which is good, being bounced here from that's the 10 simple moving average. We're finding a bounce there on a daily. So if we can stay above this cloud, that's great, because really staying above this cloud and getting rid of this cloud altogether, that's going to take place around the 25th of February. So this and Matic would all actually coincide to start launching around the end of this month. But what date are we today? We're the 10th, so we've got 2 weeks left before some big moves are more than possible at that point. Again, trending with the market, so I would expect to see this come down, but also get brought back up again. Same as all the alts, okay? We're going to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its road paved for it right here, and we're just waiting to see if we can break down beneath here and break down and bounce from here. That will signify a change in mood for the market in general. So that's how I'm looking at that. That's how I'll be looking at all these coins. We've got targets, we've got more bullishness to be had with all of these, and these will most likely all move faster than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is still, the dominance is quite low. It's beneath 65% at the moment, which is pretty good. So it means that alts can still move against Bitcoin. So your money might be better in alts when the bounce happens, but right now, if we're pulling back, your alt will suffer more than Bitcoin, but the bounce will be much better. So you want to try and be careful buying it in, or especially going long. But yeah, you know, you will really need to watch Bitcoin to and be ready to pull the trigger on your whatever alt that you feel is best for you. Me personally, I'm all going to be in Ethereum. We're just waiting for this trigger to be pulled. So this is the sign. This is the signal for all of these boys to move. Apart from Binance Coin, which is doing its own thing. Can't explain this, to be honest with you. It's gone parabolic, more or less. So I would expect to see a pullback, but I cannot chart something that's just done a move like that. RSI's high, MACD's nice and spread. We're going to get a golden cross probably in the next few days. So ideally what this does need to do is it does need to have a pullback. Probably, you know, it's... be surprised to see it come back down to any lower than 22. More likely to be more around 23 or maybe even just 24 at this rate. But it's going to have a pullback in order for this to work. What I would say is if Bitcoin does make this nasty drop down to this level in a day, then we will probably see Binance actually come down on that time. But at the moment, yes, it's not parabolic, but it's making giant moves, and it's doing it against the rest of the market. It's doing its own thing. So the market's down, Binance is up. Cannot explain that. Link has also shown relative signs of strength here. So again, another coin which avoided a death cross during that whole consolidation period of last year. So realistically, we're still playing out the golden cross that we had way back when. At the moment though, we've taken out these previous highs, so we're going to consolidate probably down to these levels, I would imagine. Around about $3, I would not expect it to come down lower than that. Maybe $3.16, where these tops were made, which isn't that very far away. In fact, that would come down to more or less where the 9 exponential is today, and where the 10 simple will be probably in the next couple of days. So $3.16 would probably be an area to get in on that one and ride this one up, because I think it's likely to make some big moves. That pretty much wraps it up for now then. Again, like I say, I'm really busy, so I can't keep making loads of videos, so I hope this is okay for you, for me to run through the majority of what I would imagine most people's interests are in, certainly on this channel. But if you do have any other coins that you want me to look at, send me your requests on the comments, and if I don't do it, it's just because I've forgotten. You just need to pester me, alright? Send more than one comment, send 10 comments. There's no way I'd ever forget that. But yeah, Also, join my Telegram group if you're interested. There's a link on my Twitter account, so go to CryptoClick. You'll recognise there's a few people on there called CryptoClick. Go to CryptoClick, the one where you recognise my symbol. Go on there. The pinned tweet is my Telegram group chat. Join there. I do share my thoughts as they come and go, and when I got time to. And there's a lot of other people on there with valuable ideas and thoughts and takes on the market too. So feel free to join. Anyway, I hope you have a nice evening. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.